Hello and welcome. This is Stokvel, your real estate investor mentor coach. And today we're talking about property Stokvel reloaded. Property Stokvel reloaded. So if you joined me last week, you'd have heard me speak about the basics of property Stokvel. So why are we doing it again? Why are we doing a second take of the property Stokvel? Because it's very important. You know, creating wealth through a group is so rewarding, yet done badly can be catastrophic. So why is it important for us to have done this video 2 times? Because sometimes you need to hear things over and again so that you can do it properly. So today, on today's episode of Property Stokvel Reloaded, you're not going to hear me talk about the structure within which you need to create a property Stokvel. So you won't hear me talk about the fact that you need to have a company or basically have your property Stokvel be a person so that it can actually buy property. So in other words, it needs to be a company, it needs to be a trust, it needs to be some sort of a partnership or a registered entity for you to operate in. I won't talk about that. All right? We just spoke about it. That's that. You won't hear me talk about the importance of having an objective. So in other words, deciding from the beginning what exactly you are bringing people together for. You won't hear me talk about that today. Put it aside. Thirdly, you won't also hear me talk about the importance of having a strategy. So how are you going to buy the properties? And why are you in real estate? Why are you creating a property Stokvel? Why aren't you using your Stokvel for other things? You won't hear me talk about that today. So what are you going to hear me talk about? Let's start. Let's start from the beginning, way from the beginning. You are sitting there at the moment. You have a burning desire to create wealth through property. Yes? Yes. In this process, you've also found that there's so many people that share in this idea and this ideology that you have. And that you feel that if you grew with them and you did this with them, you'd be able to actually do more. Yes? Yes. That is why we're here. Today, we're talking about the beyond the basics of you creating a property Stokvel. We're talking about as you sitting now, as you watching this video now, and as the idea is coming into your head to say that I need to create wealth with a group of friends of mine, and I need to create it in a certain way so that it goes on for a longer period for the benefit of both myself and the people that I create this with. As you're going through this, the main thing that's running through your head is probably not so much the idea of the property Stokvel, but so much about how to actually make it endure. And that is the reason why today we're doing property Stokvel reloaded. We're going back to the goal behind or the step behind the basics. So what do you look at? One is actually defining your why. Defining your why from a point of why you really bringing these people together. Yes, it's for wealth creation. Great. Awesome. But why? Why should they join you? Why should they do anything with you? Is it because you know about property investing? And if you don't know about property investing, why are you doing a property Stokvel? Now, this video, the Property Stokvel Reloaded, is inspired by a question we got post the Property Stokvel Basics. So somebody said they had never ever thought about the idea of a property Stokvel needing coaching. They never thought about it. They just knew that they need to create a group of people and yes, tell them that we put in aside X amount of money on a monthly basis and they would go ahead and accumulate money. And that's all he thought about. And I'm sure that's what you also thought about. And that's what really makes this conversation very different from any other conversation you would be having. Because generally, people believe that because an idea has sunk into your mind, you can do it. Yes, it's sunk into your mind so that you can take action. Don't get me wrong. But there is nothing as catastrophic as running a 100-meter race in the opposite direction. Because now you have to run 200 meters to be able to actually win the race. And oftentimes that is where people are being led to. That is where a lot of people that get the idea of creating a property stokvel end up. They do not have the thinking set to say, how is a successful property investment club set up? But beyond setup, how is it actually managed on a day-to-day basis so that the members in the club find absolute benefit and derive a profit or derive proceeds from that which they created? So in Property Stokvel Reloaded, this episode, all I want you to do is to focus your mind beyond the let me get, the how is easy. Beyond that, focus your mind on the why. Why are you creating this? Now that you've defined why you're creating it and your objective, if you're most people, your objective has come to, you want to be able to accumulate assets, number one. You want to be able to get the assets to grow, number two. And you want it to generate for you a certain amount of income or capital or both for a certain period of time so that you would be able to create a legacy or refer to it as a legacy. If you're most people, that is your goal. How now do you do it? Have you ever invested in property yourself before? If you have, what has been your success trait? If you haven't, do you go back and read books on real estate investing? Perhaps you should. It would give you a general basic, right, to start from. Or two, do you just also leverage the experience of others? That's what you'll find in the books. People writing their experiences. But they people that you've probably not met, right? Or that you won't be able to reach. It's important to reach out to a person that has done what you're about to do and can guide you. Hence the importance of the mentoring. Hence the importance of the coaching. So yes, it is in a way, I'm a property investor and a mentor, and I coach people. So this video almost seems like a promotion, of which, yes, it is, and unashamedly so, because sometimes one needs to really promote that which is good, that which is needed. At the moment, what is really needed is you getting mentoring. Yes, telling your friends, let's put 1,000 Rand together is easy. They should do it. And they can do it. But with the wrong systems or the wrong coaching to be able to actually program the day-to-day running of the stokvel to last the lifetime of the stokvel, chances are you will run a 200-meter race as opposed to a 100-meter race because you go south before you go north. Let us save you from this. So on Saturday, the 11th of August, at our offices in Sandton, I am actually running a property Stokvel Unplugged session. And perhaps you want to be there. But why do you really want to be there? You want to be there because for the longest of time, there's so many people that I've spoken to and I've coached that are going out there and prophesying the importance of a property stokvel, but doing it the wrong way. You want to come here because you're going to hear from the horse's mouth what we started building in 2012, how to do a real property stokvel, and successfully so. You're going to then find strategies that we have used with other groups that you would be able to implement in yours. And lastly, you're going to get firsthand the ability to say, how is property stokvel run properly as a business? How do you govern it? And how do you ensure that you maintain a level of transparency and a level of consistency with your shareholders, in this case being the members of the Property Stokvel. Let me leave you with this thought. It is not so much about the idea. It is everything about how to bring that idea to life. A quote that has often been misquoted is that quote that says, knowledge is power. When I was young, I thought the same. I thought knowledge is power. Surely if I read all the books in the world, I would have the power. I'll be smart. I'll be able to go ahead and do things. Truth be told, applied knowledge is real power. But sometimes to be able to apply knowledge, you need to go and take a leaf from someone else's book. Some of you may not be able to attend this Property Stokvel. So here's a basic. Reach out to a property investor that you know has succeeded or has the authority to be able to coach you on property investing. Reach out and get that person. You may already have your group. Let them mentor your group from A to Z. And forget about the cost of doing that with a person. The real cost is not the money you're paying to such a person to coach you. The real cost is the money that you may lose should you not employ a coach. I'm a Grade. It's been a great pleasure doing this short video for you. It's not our usual long video. It's a short one. And I've done it purposely so that you would have some time to think about why you should create a property investment club and who you should create a property investment club with. Not the people. The people in the group is easy to get. Start building this with your property investor coach. It's been a great pleasure doing this video for you. Share this. Let a friend or two see this video, because when you share, you gain. How do you gain by sharing this video? A friend of yours that you've been trying to convince to do a Property Stokvel with you may just hear a different perspective of the same idea pitched to them, and now have the confidence in knowing that you are going to employ an investor coach to actually coach the group. And that makes all the difference. Have a great day and see you next week when we get back to the basics of real estate investing and share real content with you. Keep well. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.